Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Back with another application review for you guys here. Today we have 4 free applications and 1 paid application. We're going to start it off with the paid application. It's going to be called Fishmaster. It is a very fun, pretty original game that I've actually played so far. The only problem with it is that it has simplistic controls, but they could be tweaked very easily to make them a lot better and easier to use. Your object is to draw circles around the same colored schools of fish, which I'll show you in just a few seconds, but you have to draw a perfect circle pretty much and connect both tips of it, which can be very hard, especially when you're trying to do it in a short amount of time. So from this main menu you have 4 different options: play, scores, which there is online leaderboards, which is definitely a nice feature in any application, help, and about. So go into play and I will show you the game. In the first level you only have orange and green fish, but the simple object that you do is when you have any fish of the same color next to each other, draw a circle, and there, I see I missed it because I didn't connect the tips. I didn't do it again. Well, I'm looking pretty terrible so far. Let's try and get over here. There we go. So you need to connect the tips, and as you see right there, the fish is all combined to make one bigger fish. And once the fish get big enough, they will actually disappear, which is good because that'll make sure that you get the most points. The more fish that you have in a circle, the more points you'll actually get, and the bigger they'll get. Also, when you do hit a certain amount of points, then you'll be able to get more time, as you saw right there, and you'll progress on to the next level. When you do progress through levels, the fish start to swim faster, because a shark will usually come into play, and that'll kind of annoy them and rile them up. But aside from that, there'll be different colors of fish that will come into play on the screen. These first levels, I think when you actually get far enough, you see a yellow fish. Here's a shark that I was talking about. I think that you see a yellow fish come into play, and with all the different colors of fish on the same screen and you having to get these same colored fish in a bubble only, it can be really difficult to actually try to do that. And as you see right there, I'm trying to draw circles around them, but you kind of have to go straight up when you're drawing a circle to make sure that both tips connect, which can be kind of a hassle, but once you get used to the controls, it definitely can get a little bit easier. But at first, I wish that they would have had some sort of an auto connect with the tips. That's going to be called Fishmaster. It is a paid app, I believe 99 cents from the App Store. I recommend you go check it out. It's pretty original. I haven't seen anything out there like that, and it's definitely fun, especially once you get used to the controls. Alrighty, and for my next app we have Handychess, which is probably the best free chess application that I've seen so far in the App Store, especially because it is not packed with a lot of ads and stuff that you get to see every single time you make a move or something. So this is online chess. You can play with Wi-Fi, or you can actually just search any person to play and you'll just be matched up with a random player. From this main menu, when you actually start the application, it asks you to go and create an account. You can back out of that, which I do recommend to do because it is very difficult to make an account, especially on your iPod or iPhone. So when you actually want to, just close the application, open it up again, and you'll be able to just start, and you can play as a guest player. And of course, you go into settings, and there's a little tweak that you can do. When it says guest player, you click that and you can change your name, so you'll be known as iPod, or you'll be known as Guest the iPodKid or something like that. So anyway, play chess settings, sound, and about. Just go into play chess, and here's where you actually get to. You can seek for a player. Match, where you can actually, or seek is where you'll be able to find someone randomly. Match is where you'll actually be able to look for someone, and options, just a few different tweaks where you can like leave a game, or you can pretty much just go back to the main menu. So we'll seek and find a random player. And here's where you get to tweak everything. There's a lot of different stuff you can tweak, but if you leave it how it is, that's the most basic. You'll probably have the best ability to actually try and find someone. So he makes the first move, and we'll just get taken out here. If he's smart, he'll take me out. Okay, I guess not. Anyway, so as you guys see, it is very quick, pretty seamless gameplay. There's really no frame rate, and it's just every few seconds actually that you'll be seeing someone make a move, which is definitely nice because it's not laggy, and it definitely keeps the gameplay quick and constantly moving, which is a great feature, especially on online games. We'll take him out. And if you don't know how to play chess, I'm not going to be explaining it in this review because that could take quite a while, but even if you do know how to play chess, or if you don't know how to play chess, this is a great way to be able to pick it up, because not only are you playing some pretty good players with the online, but a lot of the time you're playing some pretty crappy ones. I've played 2 or 3 games, I think, so far, one of who just destroyed me. They were amazing, and one of who I just destroyed in about 2 seconds. So you'll be running into some pretty good players, and you'll be running into some pretty bad players in here too. If you want to be able to find ranked matches, so you'll be able to be matched up with people that are more your caliber of gameplay, you're going to need to create an online account, which you can do when you first open up the application. But if you really don't want to be able to have to do that and you want to just find a random room quickly as possible, then you don't need to create an account and you'll be known as guest. So that's all I'm going to be showing you really for this application. It's a great one, by far the best chess application I've seen so far in the App Store, especially because it's free and it has online gameplay. I recommend to go get it pretty soon. Even if you're not a huge fan of chess, it's a great way to learn. That is going to be called Handychess. My next one is going to be a Lite version that was just released from a very popular paid application called Let's Golf. And this Lite version has definitely influenced me to consider going out to buy the paid version. Here's an opening movie. The graphics are not this amazing, but they are pretty good. It has more of an arcade tone style to it. Even if you're not a fan of golf, these arcade golf games have usually tried to attract most people throughout the ages. One of the most popular is going to be Mario Golf for the N64. I'm sure a lot of you have played it, and even if you're not a fan of golf, the arcade golf games can usually be a blast, especially if you're playing multiplayer. The paid version of this application does have multiplayer. You can play from the same device, or I believe you might be able to play from Wi-Fi as well. But anyway, when you're playing this Lite version, you have 4 different options: instant play, full version, Twitter, so you can go to their Twitter, or options. Go to instant play, and there are the same 2 holes you'll be playing over and over. After you pick one of 4 characters to choose from, will be Jack. There's more characters and more customization opportunities in the paid version that you can actually buy. But in this Lite version, the holes you'll be playing is 1 from Fiji and 4 from Scotland. The controls in this game are very similar to the arcade games I was talking about, like Mario Golf. It's not quite as realistic, although the graphics are fantastic, as you see here. There's a lot happening on the screen, though, at once. It looks like a very jumbled screen. But once you go through the tutorial, which I do highly recommend to go through when you first open this application up, it gets to be a lot easier, especially with all this stuff happening. So, zoom in, and we'll be able to see the where we're actually going to be aiming. So, we'll go into here. Nope, and I messed up. So that's where it is. That's the classic kind of swing meter. What you do there is you go up to the top, hit it, and then it'll shoot back, and you hit it in a specific green area to try and get the most accurate shot possible. And did it again. So here's where you can do spin. It's very simple to apply spin. You just tap on the ball whichever way that you want the spin to be directed to. Slow up. And putting, I don't know if it's just the Lite application or if it's the included with the paid application. Putting is extremely simple. The 2 greens in this instant play are extremely flat, and all you need to do is control the speed, which is very simple to do. That's going to be the first of 2 holes available in the Lite version. Go check it out if you want to see the second hole. That's going to be called Let's Golf Lite. My next app review is going to be called Shadowland Prologue, and it is a 1-level game, which is definitely a very fun level, and there's a second sequel that you can get for a paid version, but aside from that, this Lite version definitely will get you a pretty good feeling of what the paid version will be offering. So, using the accelerometer, you tilt using a sniper, and then over here is your trigger. Slowly by pulling down, I miss. Alright, and we're aiming for these first couple bottles until we get ambushed. So I already know where these guys are going to be turning up because I've played this version about 10 times because I love it so much. But the sound and voice acting is fantastic in this. It's probably one of the best I've actually seen in the application, especially because it's free, which is nice. So I'm about to beat it. Okay, we've now beat the free version. That was the entire game. I'm sorry if I kind of just ruined it for you there. But anyway, you go out and you buy the sequel. I am probably going to do that actually, and I will review it. The sequel looks pretty good. This first game, with all the amazing controls it has to offer, the fantastic voice acting, it really makes you feel like you're as close as possible to actually being into the game. That's really hard to do when you're playing on such a small device, but whoever did the voice acting in this, and whoever created this app, did a pretty perfect job, as close as you could. So this is the ending credits pretty much. I'm going to consider going out to get the sequel, which is how you can do that by shooting the target there. But the trigger on the right side of the screen, using the accelerometer to slowly aim at your target, It's a very nice feeling to actually get close to sniping as possible. So that is going to be called Shadowland Prologue, a free app from the App Store. There is a sequel to it which includes more levels, and it is going to be paid if you want to get the sequel. But recommend going and check out the free version. Definitely. It is awesome. It's a great application, even if it's just as short as I just showed you. So that's my entire review for that. That's Shadowland, a free application from the App Store. And my final application I have is what I just encountered. I just found it actually just a few hours ago. It's called Targettap. Very simple, yet a blast. This is such an addicting game. Really great controls, nice sound effects, and very fluent gameplay. Make this free application definitely one that you're not going to be able to want to put down. From the main menu, you have Play, Instructions, High Scores, and Settings. Go into Play, and your object is you tap all the red targets that appear. The quicker that you tap them, the more points you'll actually be able to get to your high score. And eventually it will get very quick, uncomfortably quick actually. And as you saw there, that cloud that just flew by, it said 1 up on it right there. That will get me an extra life, which is shown in the left top corner of the screen. You want to get as many lives as possible, because every time you touch a non-red colored target, like that, or you miss a red colored target, like all those, you will actually lose lives, as you just saw in the left top corner. It's starting to get fast, and it would probably be smart of me to use 2 fingers, but we're not going to. We're probably going to lose in a few seconds. Nice thing about this application, one, it's temporarily free because of 4th of July weekend, but the second thing about it is that while it still is free, it does offer online leaderboards, and some of the online scores that people have achieved are crazy. I think I got to like 200,000 or something like that, and like someone's record is like 2 billion. So I got a ways to go. That's going to be called Targettap. That's all I'm going to show you. It's a very simple application. I recommend to go check it out, especially because it's free during this happy 4th of July weekend. So that's all I got for you guys in this review, those 5 applications. I recommend to go check them all out. Actually, they're all pretty fun, very original applications. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this. That was weird. That's not how I usually sign up. I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Bye. That's better. Hey guys, do you want a full list of every app that I've ever reviewed starting from app review number 1? Go to my YouTube homepage and click the link under full list of applications. It'll give you a Word document including the title of an application, the pricing, and the rating. Hopefully this helps. I'll talk to you guys later.